Good morning, friends. World Suicide Prevention Day is observed on the 10th day of September every year. It's a day of awareness as regards preventing suicide, providing worldwide commitment and action to prevent suicides through various activities is the purpose of the day. The day was initiated in 2003. World Suicide Prevention Day came to be as a result of the collaboration of International Association for Suicide Prevention, World Health Organization, and World Federation for Mental Health. In 2011, some 40 countries held awareness events to mark the occasion. According to WHO's Mental Health Atlas released in 2014, no low-income country reported having a national suicide prevention strategy, while less than 10% of lower middle income countries and almost a third of upper middle and high income countries had. As per WHO, poor data quality for suicide and suicide attempts are caused by social stigma, taboo to openly discuss suicide, and low availability of data. Considering the sensitivity of suicide and the illegality of suicidal behavior in some countries, underreporting and misclassification are greater problems for suicide than for most other causes of death. The feelings of pain and helplessness in suicide have a number of complex, interrelated, and underlying contributing factors. Having access to means to kill oneself, like firearms, medicines, and poisons, is also a risk factor. An estimated 1 million people per year die by suicide, or about 1 person in 10,000, that is 1.4% of all deaths, or a death every 40 seconds, or about 3,000 per day. As of 2004, the number of people who die by suicide is expected to reach 1.5 million per year by 2020. On average, 3 male suicides are reported for every female one, consistently across different age groups and in almost every country in the world. Conversely, rates of suicide attempts tend to be 2 to 3 times higher in women than in men, although the gender gap has narrowed in recent years. More people die from suicide than from murder and war. It is the 13th leading cause of death worldwide. According to WHO, there are 20 people who have a suicide attempt for every one that is fatal, at a rate approximately 1 every 3 seconds. Suicide is the most common cause of death for people aged 15 to 24. According to WHO, suicide accounts for nearly half of all violent deaths in the world. Brian Mishara, president of IHPS, noted that more people kill themselves than die in all wars, terrorist acts, and interpersonal violence combined. As of 2008, the WHO refers the widest number of suicides occur in the age group between 15 and 29, while the lowest in the 80 plus. Social norms play a significant role in the development of suicidal behaviors. Social pressures have effects on suicide as well. A few of the themes for suicide prevention are: suicide can be prevented, saving lives, restoring hope. Prevention of suicide is everybody's business. Working together to prevent suicide. Light a candle near a window and connect, communicate, and care. We need to target our efforts not only to reduce risk factors but also to strengthen protective factor, especially in childhood and adolescence. We need to continue to research suicide and non-fatal suicidal behavior, addressing both risk and protective factors. Besides, we need to combine primary, secondary, and tertiary prevention. We need to reduce stigma and promote mental health literacy among the general population and healthcare professionals. The main suicide triggers are poverty, unemployment, the loss of a loved one, arguments, and legal or work-related problems. Suicide results from many complex socio-cultural factors and is more likely to occur during periods of socio-economic, family, and individual crises. In richer countries, 3 times as many men die of suicide than women do, but in low and middle income countries, the male to female ratio is much lower at 1.5 men to each woman. In much of the world, suicide is stigmatized and condemned for religious or cultural reasons. In some countries, suicidal behavior is a criminal offense punishable by law. Suicide is therefore often a secretive act surrounded by taboo and may be unrecognized, misclassified, or deliberately hidden in official records of death. The prevention of suicide has not been adequately addressed due to a lack of awareness of suicide as a major public health problem and the taboo in many societies to openly discuss it. Raising community awareness and breaking down the taboo is important for countries to make progress in preventing suicide. As per WHO 2002, even though women are more prone to suicidal thoughts than men, rates of suicide are higher among men. On average, there are about 3 male suicides for every female one, though in parts of Asia, the ratio is much narrower. Suicide is the act of intentionally causing one's own death. There are several factors that cause suicide. On the whole, it's a problem connected to mental health and is an unfortunate phenomenon. Without doubt, all possible measures have to be appropriated for preventing it. Preventing suicide is a divine act indeed. On the occasion of World Suicide Prevention Day 2025, on behalf of Institute of Harmony and Peace Studies, New Delhi, I wish to make a strong appeal to my fellow humans in India and world over. Let us do all that is possible to prevent suicide and suicide attempts. Let us also appropriate measures to promote mental health and happiness. Hail World Suicide Prevention Day. Thank you.